What if I told you the next 6 months could completely change your life? Not just a little progress, a complete transformation. No more starting and stopping. No more giving up when it gets hard. This time, you execute. Relentlessly, you move. With purpose, you train with discipline. You rise with fire in your soul. Because the version of you that's coming, they don't quit, they don't break, they don't negotiate with weakness. This is your moment, and it starts right now. Power of 6 months change can happen in just 6 months. It does not require years or a lifetime of effort, merely 6 months of focused dedication and steadfast commitment. Many individuals fail to realize how swiftly they can turn their lives around, often because they are trapped in the belief that transformation takes an eternity. However, that is not the case. In these 6 months, by consistently making the right choices, moving with intent and delivering at your peak, you can look back and hardly recognize the person you once were. Unfortunately, many squander half a year without awareness. They meander aimlessly, yielding to distractions that consume their valuable time. They initiate projects but seldom follow through, which results in little to no change. In contrast, those who grasp the principles of momentum and engage fully in their pursuits are the ones who unlock breakthroughs that others deem unattainable. Consider for a moment the possibility that you could choose to make the next 6 months a turning point in your life. What if you committed to completely focus on your goals? Imagine erasing distractions, excuses, weaknesses that have previously hindered your progress. Picture waking up each day with a clear plan, executing that plan meticulously, and maintaining your momentum regardless of the challenges that arise. If you fully dedicated yourself to such a level of intensity, where could you find yourself 6 months from now? How much stronger, sharper, and closer to your ideal life would you become? Most people do not pose this question to themselves. They reassure themselves that they will initiate change someday, and that they will become serious when conditions are perfect. Yet the reality is that someday is not a tangible date on any calendar, and the perfect moment never arrives. Only time we possess is the present. It is the committed individuals who recognize this and act accordingly that ultimately succeed, rising above the rest, the people who become the best. The ones who stand out from everyone else understand that every wasted moment is gone forever. So, you need to decide. Are you ready to take charge? Are you ready to stop waiting? Are you ready to give yourself 6 months of really hard work? 6 months of becoming the most focused and unstoppable version of yourself? Unlocking your potential. If you are, you're about to see progress that most people never will. And once you see what you can do, you'll never want to go back. This isn't just about feeling excited for a few days and then giving up. This is about having a system, a clear plan that will make you succeed if you follow it. It's a plan that will make you grow, change, and push past what you thought you couldn't do. It will change your habits, how you think, how disciplined you are, and what you achieve. Taking ownership. So, if you're ready, if you're serious, if you're willing to do what it takes, then the next 6 months will be the most powerful and life-changing of your life. And once you start, once you commit, once you see how powerful it is to keep going, nothing will stop you. The first step in this 6-month plan is to take full responsibility for where you are right now. Stop blaming things. Stop pointing fingers. Stop waiting for things to get better on their own. If you're not where you want to be, it's because of the choices you've made. And if you want to be somewhere different in 6 months, you need to. Start making better choices today. The winner's mindset. Most people don't fully own their lives. They blame their past, where they grew up, the people around them. They tell themselves they're stuck because of things outside their control. But winners don't think like that. Winners know that no matter what happened before, they control what happens next. They don't waste time complaining about things they can't change. They focus all their energy on what they can control. That's what you need to do from now on. You must believe that everything is your responsibility, your results, your progress, your habits, how you think, your success. If something isn't working in your life, it's your job to fix it. If you're not where you want to be, it's your job to do something about it. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more wasting time. Defining your goals and creating a roadmap the next critical step. In your journey is to gain absolute clarity on your goals. Many people falter in their pursuit of success simply because they lack a clear target. They may express a desire for achievement, yet struggle to articulate what success actually means. Similarly, people often claim they want to improve, but cannot specify how they intend to do so without precise, measurable objectives. Making real progress becomes nearly impossible. Start by asking yourself, where do I want to be 6 months from now? Consider what you want to accomplish, the skills you want to develop, and the habits you wish to cultivate. Identify the specific areas of your life that need improvement. For example, if your goal is to get in shape, what does that entail? It losing a certain amount of weight, gaining muscle, or running a faster mile? If you aspire for financial success, what does that look like? Is it achieving a specific income, saving a particular percentage of your earnings, or building a business? Goals yield vague results. Your target must be crystal clear and precise, leaving no room for ambiguity regarding what you're striving for. Creating a roadmap once you have clearly defined your goals. The next step is to develop a plan. Simply setting goals is not enough. Anyone can make declarations. The true difference between those who achieve their aspirations and everyone else lies in creating a detailed roadmap.
Ow!
Winners don't just declare their goals. They break them down into actionable daily, weekly, and monthly steps. For instance, if your goal is to achieve peak physical fitness in 6 months, what does your daily routine look like? What kind of training regimen will you follow? What dietary adjustments are necessary? How many hours of sleep are essential for recovery? If you're aiming for financial success, what specific actions must you take? Do you need to boost your income, trim unnecessary expenses, acquire new skills, or launch a business? It's crucial to delineate the specific tasks that must be completed each day to bring you closer to your objectives. Then comes the pivotal part, execution. This is where many people stumble. They set goals, outline plans, but often neglect to follow through. Distractions creep in, emotions sway their decision-making, and inconsistency derails their progress. However, for the next 6 months, that will not be your story. Commit to executing your plan with relentless focus and determination. Establish routines, hold yourself accountable, and keep your eyes on the prize. Your dedication and consistency will be the key differentiators that ultimately lead you to success. It's time to transform your vision into reality. Daily disciplined action, you will commit to showing up every single day and following your plan with discipline. And this is crucial. You must stop making deals with yourself. Most people fail because they give themselves choices. They wake up and ask, do I feel like doing this today? The moment you ask yourself that, you've already lost. Your mind will always choose what's easy over what takes effort. It will always look for the simplest way out. It will always find a reason not to do the hard work. The power of non-negotiable actions. But successful people don't negotiate with themselves. They don't wake up and wonder if they should exercise. They just do it. They don't question if they should follow their plan. They execute it no matter what. They've already decided that their actions are not up for debate. That's why they succeed. This is the mindset you need to develop. Discipline over feelings your. Success over the next 6 months depends on your ability to take action even when you don't feel like it. Your discipline must be stronger than your emotions. Your commitment must be stronger than your excuses. Your focus must be stronger than anything that tries to distract you. Because if you can do that, if you can build a habit of acting without hesitation, you will achieve more in 6 months than most people do in years. Systematic life change. That's the power of this plan. It's not about feeling motivated or getting hyped up for a few days and then losing track. It's about systematically changing your life through consistent, disciplined action. It's about making decisions that force you to grow. It's about pushing yourself beyond what feels comfortable every single day. So that 6 months from now, you're not just a little better, you're completely different from who you are today. Full commitment. So here's your challenge. No more hesitating, no more being inconsistent, no more waiting for the perfect time. From this moment on, you are all in, every single day, without fail. Because if you commit to this level of intensity, nothing can stop you. Mastering time and priorities, the first step toward success. The first step in your 6-month success plan is to establish complete control over your time and priorities. Without this fundamental aspect in place, nothing else will fall into place. You could set all the goals you desire and devise the most meticulous plans. But if you don't take charge of your time, you will find yourself ensnared by the agendas of others. Your days will be squandered on distractions, and your energy will be depleted by activities that hold no significance. Before you realize it, 6 months will slip by. You will find yourself right where you started. This is why the foremost commitment you must embrace is this: every single moment of my time will serve my mission. Many people allow their time to slip through their fingers. They wake up and immediately respond to external stimuli, only to find themselves in a reactive state. By the time they even attempt to begin their day, their minds are already scattered. This autopilot mode leads to stagnation, as they lack a systematic approach or structure. Consequently, they fail to make meaningful progress. You will not live this way anymore. From this moment on, you will take control of your schedule. How will you do this? By waking up with a plan and executing that plan with unwavering determination. Distractions will not dictate your day. You will not squander time on activities that do not advance your mission. Treat every hour as though it's the most precious resource you possess, because it truly is. To achieve this, you must set boundaries. Clearly define what you will and will not engage in. Protect your time as if it were a valuable asset, because it is. Eliminate wasted time. Identify activities that drain your energy without contributing to your goals. This might include unnecessary social media scrolling, excessive television watching, or engaging in unproductive conversations. Refuse to engage in distractions. Every decision you make must align with your vision. Every action should be intentional. Understand that everything you do is either drawing you closer to your goals or pushing you further away. There is no neutral ground. Avoid the trap of procrastination. There is no "I'll do it later" or just 5 more minutes. Treat any inclination to put things off as a barrier to your progress. Recognize that it's a moment of decision. Do you move forward or remain stagnant? If you are genuinely serious about transforming your life, embracing this mindset is non-negotiable. It's time to cultivate a proactive approach rather than a reactive one. Your journey toward success begins with taking back control of your time. You have the power to shape your future. Use it wisely. The power of daily progress. A 6-month transformation in 6 months. You must make a commitment to move forward every single day. This is the point where many people falter. They begin their journeys with enthusiasm, but fail to protect their precious time. They allow themselves to be pulled in too many directions, succumbing to distractions and wasting hours on activities that lack significance. As a result, they lose momentum, focus, and eventually slip back into their old habits. But that will not be you. You will create a schedule designed for success. You will wake up at the same time every day, and you will structure your mornings to maximize your energy and productivity. Dedicating blocks of time for deep work, training, and personal growth will become non-negotiable priorities. You will refuse to let meaningless distractions interfere with your mission, and most importantly, you will adhere to your schedule without exception. The moment you begin negotiating with yourself, making exceptions, skipping tasks, or delaying actions because you don't feel motivated, you set yourself up for failure. This journey is not about working harder, it's about working smarter. It revolves around eliminating wasted effort and zeroing in on what truly drives progress. Many people fill their days with busy work, mistakenly believing they are making strides when, in fact, they are merely maintaining motion without moving forward. You will not confuse movement with progress. Every action you take will be intentional, and every effort will be measured. Anything that does not serve your mission will be cut from your life immediately. This is where your breakthrough will truly happen. When you recognize how much of your precious time is being squandered, begin tracking your days and measuring how you spend your time. you will discover an overwhelming truth. You have far more time than you realize. It's just that it hasn't been utilized effectively. Once you address this by removing distractions, establishing a system that keeps you focused to everything, will change your productivity, will soar. Your progress will accelerate. Your results will multiply. What used to take you months to accomplish will begin to happen within weeks. This is how you create massive success in just 6 months, by seizing control of your time with unwavering discipline, by eliminating everything that does not serve you, and by replacing wasted effort with relentless execution. From this moment onward, commit to eliminating wasted hours, distractions, and excuses. Understand that every single second is valuable and every decision you make carries weight. If you dedicate yourself to this approach, fiercely protect your time in the same manner that champions do, you will stand 6 months from now as a transformed individual and recognizable from who you are today. Now is the time to take action. Embrace this commitment to your journey, knowing that the power to reshape your life lies within your hands. Are you ready? Your transformative 6-month journey begins now. Mastering discipline, the key to lasting change. Now that you have taken full control of your time, the next step in your 6-month success journey is to master discipline. Time alone will not change your life. It is how you use that time that will truly make a difference. This is where many people stumble. They set goals, make plans, and create schedules, but they often lack the discipline to see those plans through. They place their faith in motivation and wait for the right moment to feel inspired to act, and that is why they remain stuck. If you genuinely want to transform your life in 6 months, you must eliminate this weakness. Stop allowing fleeting feelings to dictate your actions. You must develop into the kind of person who executes relentlessly, regardless of circumstances. Here's the reality. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results, not talent, luck, or intelligence. It is pure, unyielding discipline, the ability to show up every day and do what needs to be done, regardless of whether you feel like it or not. This is where your real transformation begins. Once you train yourself to act without hesitation, eliminate the habit of overthinking, and remove the dependency on motivation, you truly become unstoppable. Most people never reach this point because they allow resistance to dictate their actions. They shy away from discomfort, allowing small obstacles to disrupt their momentum. They quit when the going gets tough. But winners deserve a different mindset. They thrive in discomfort. They don't shy away from struggle. They embrace it. Understanding that pain, fatigue, and doubt do not matter is essential. The only thing that matters is execution. This is the mindset you must adopt. No more excuses, no more negotiations, and no more waiting for perfect conditions. Your actions will not be dictated by your feelings. They will be dictated by what needs to be accomplished. This means waking up when you said you would, without hitting the snooze button. Training your body, even when you feel fatigued. Working on your goals, even when no one is watching. Eliminating the phrase, "I don't feel like it," from your vocabulary. Remember, your feelings do not matter. Your actions do. Too many people allow emotions to control them. They wait for motivation to strike, but when it doesn't arrive, they do nothing. They get mired in their moods, distractions, and momentary struggles. Winners understand something deeper. Motion creates emotion. You do not wait to feel good before. You take action. Take action, then the feeling follows. Pushing through initial resistance, this is why the first 30 days of this plan will be the most challenging. Your mind will resist. Old habits will fight back. You will want to quit. You may feel the urge to slow down, and every excuse in the book will surface, trying to deter you from what you need to accomplish. But how you respond to this challenge is what separates the successful from those who falter. What will you do when you feel like quitting? The answer is simple. You keep going. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of how tired you are, regardless of how strongly your mind tells you to stop, keep moving forward. Every time you push through resistance, you grow stronger. Every time you do what you promised yourself you would do, you'd build trust in yourself. Every time you show up, You reinforce your commitment to your goals and solidify the habit of discipline. In this journey, it's not about feeling motivated or inspired at every moment. It's about building a more resilient and disciplined version of yourself. With each step into discomfort and each moment of perseverance, you will inch closer to the life you envision for yourself, paving the way for extraordinary achievements in just 6 months. Stand firm, hold fast to your commitment, and let your discipline propel you to success. 6-month transformation. Commit to discipline and excellence when faced with difficulties. Creating unstoppable momentum is vital. This commitment will ensure that the next 6 months will transcend anything you've experienced before. This time, there will be no breaks, no slowdowns, and no excuses. Your goal is to train yourself to execute with the precision of a machine. Mastering discipline, the key to achieving success, lies in mastering discipline. When you reach this level, motivation becomes unnecessary. You will find that outside encouragement or the need to feel inspired is irrelevant. Action will become a natural response. Many individuals never achieve this standard. They remain trapped in a cycle of beginning and halting their efforts. They may show intense dedication for a brief period but end up taking breaks, slowing down, and losing momentum. While enthusiasm for success fuels them initially, they fail to cultivate the habits needed for sustained growth. Consequently, you live in a never-ending loop of frustration, always striving but not accomplishing. This pattern will not define you. Once you stop depending on motivation and disregard the need to feel ready, your transformation will begin. Each time you convert discipline into habitual action, you create a pathway to success. The challenge ahead. Here's your challenge for the next 6 months. Strip emotion from your execution. Put an end to the delays, the hesitations, and the pauses when faced with challenges. If a task is necessary, you will accomplish it. Commit to following through on your promises to yourself. If you set a goal, execute tirelessly until it is realized, regardless of the circumstances. This mentality embodies that of champions. It represents a crucial distinction between those who succeed and those who remain stagnant. Success is not contingent on luck or innate talent. It requires the relentless pursuit of goals without faltering. You will undergo profound changes within the next 6 months. Raising your standards after eliminating distractions and establishing steadfast discipline, the next step of your 6-month journey is to elevate your standards in every aspect of life. Discipline on its own is insufficient. Although being consistent and showing up every day are important, you must also operate at a high standard to unlock your full potential. The challenge many face stems from setting their standards too low. They comfort themselves with the notion that their efforts are adequate, yet they merely engage in what feels comfortable. While they may exert effort, it often lacks the transformative impact essential for real growth. This leads to a cycle of merely getting by rather than striving for the best version of themselves. What you accept as normal becomes your reality. If you tolerate excuses, you will find yourself in a world of excuses. If mediocrity is acceptable, you will remain average. Adapting to half-hearted efforts will yield only partial results. However, if you choose to raise your standards and demand excellence from yourself across all endeavors, everything will change. The mindset of the elite adopting. An elite mindset requires not settling for less, circumventing efforts, or moving at the same pace as others. Instead, aim to surpass the ordinary by training harder, executing better, and expecting more from yourself than anyone else might. This elevated mindset is what allows individuals to ascend to greatness while those around them plateau. Upcoming 6 months, focus on elevating your standards, be it in your work, discipline, everyday habits, mental strength, and physical resilience. Hold yourself accountable to a caliber of excellence that compels you to grow and evolve. This approach means bidding farewell to the bare minimum, rejecting the notion of just enough, and committing fully to your goals without faltering when faced with adversity. If you make a commitment, you must invest fully. If you set a goal, give everything you have to ensure its success. Your journey to achievement begins now. Embracing mental toughness. your path to unstoppable growth. You will cultivate a level of mental toughness that empowers you to move forward, regardless of the obstacles in your path. This journey over the next 6 months will test your resolve. You will encounter challenges that will invite doubt, and you'll experience days when everything in you whispers to slow down. However, it is precisely in these moments that the distinction between winners and the rest is established. The true test of character: what will you do when the going gets tough? The weak mind collapses, seeks escape routes, devises excuses, and shifts blame to circumstances. In contrast, the strong mind perseveres. It wades through difficulties without complaint, resisting the urge to feel sorry for itself. It simply pushes onward. You must adopt this resilient mindset. Nothing can deter you, not pain, not fear, not struggle, nor failure. Most people allow their thoughts to control them. They succumb to negativity and bolster their fears while focusing on problems instead of seeking solutions. No longer will this be your reality. From this point forward, you will seize control of your mind and be deliberate about what you allow to fill it. Ruthless. Self-talk: remove negative thoughts as soon as they appear. Reject any notion that gives power to fear, doubt, or hesitation. This commitment to mental toughness requires self-discipline. Abandon phrases like, "I hope I succeed," or "I'll try my best." Instead, affirm your intentions in absolutes. I will succeed, I will execute, I will dominate. The truth is simple. Your mind shapes your reality. If you believe you will succeed, you will. If you perceive yourself as unstoppable, then you are. If you trust that you will persist through any circumstance, then nothing can hinder your progress. Conversely, if you entertain even a sliver of doubt or allow fear to infiltrate your thoughts, that is the gateway for weakness to creep in. Protecting your mindset: you must safeguard your mindset with the same intensity you would protect your life, because your mental state is crucial to your success. This involves eliminating negativity completely. If something does not contribute to your growth, it does not belong in your mental space. Remove negative influences from your life, whether they are pessimistic people or situations that distract you from your goals. If your environment does not empower your highest potential, change it immediately. Understand that your mind is a battleground. You are either winning or losing the internal struggle every day. Feeding strength versus feeding weakness each day. You are either reinforcing your belief in your unstoppable nature or allowing doubt to undermine your progress. The vital secret that many fail to grasp is this: your life is a direct reflection of your mindset. A weak mind results in weak outcomes. A strong mind leads to strong results. It truly is that straightforward. Over the next 6 months, commit to training your mind with the same diligence you bring to your physical training, skills development, and discipline building. Strengthen your mind daily, obliterate any signs of weakness in your thinking, and refuse to be swayed by distractions, negativity, or fear. Seeking out struggle: one effective way to cultivate a robust mindset is by intentionally exposing yourself to struggle. Place yourself in difficult situations that push your limits. Challenge yourself every day to do things that scare you, that create discomfort, and that spur your personal growth. The strongest minds are forged through resistance. While most people shy away from struggle, seeking shortcuts and avoiding discomfort, this only perpetuates their weakness. True strength is developed by experiencing and overcoming situations that would overwhelm others. So, are you prepared to take control of your mind? Are you ready to eradicate fear and banish doubt and hesitation forever? When you make this decision and fully commit to fostering mental strength, you will never revert to your former way of thinking. Now that you have built discipline, raised your standards, and cultivated an unshakable mindset, you are poised for unprecedented growth. Embrace this journey wholeheartedly and become the person you are destined to be. The next 6 months are yours to conquer. Step forward with confidence and relentless determination. Relentless execution: the culmination of your 6-month success plan is relentless execution. All the discipline you have developed, the habits you've cultivated, the strategies you've put in place, these mean nothing without consistent, high-level action. The right mindset and preparations won't serve you if you don't execute without. Hesitation. Most individuals never realize their full potential because they fall into the trap of overthinking. They wait for the perfect moment endlessly, preparing, gathering information, and planning, only to look back years later, realizing they've wasted precious time waiting. All along, success has been patiently waiting for them to take action. But you will break this cycle. From this moment on, you will embody a machine of execution. Hesitation will have no place in your life. Fear and doubt will not slow your progress. When a task needs to be completed, you will tackle it immediately. This shift is what will set you apart from the majority. While most people talk about their future plans and dream of success, you will engage in relentless execution every single day. No excuses, no waiting, just action. Here's a crucial truth. Action kills fear. Action builds confidence. Action creates momentum. Many believe they need to feel confident before taking action, but in reality, confidence comes from doing. The more you act, challenge yourself, and step into the unknown, the stronger you'll become. Eventually, what once frightened you will transform into something manageable or even easy. Transformation awaits as you commit to this level of execution. You will realize something profound. You are more capable than you ever imagined. The limits you thought defined you were mere illusions. The fears that held you back were just obstacles that you hesitated to confront. Now you are ready. You are executing, moving, and proving to yourself that nothing can stall your progress. This is where true transformation occurs. Once you operate at this level, execution becomes your default setting. You will have evolved into a different person, sharp, fast, and dominating in every aspect of your life. Ask yourself, are you ready to execute like never before? Are you prepared to move faster, work harder, and push your limits further than ever before? Are you ready to eliminate hesitation and pursue massive action daily until your success becomes inevitable? If your answer is yes, the next 6 months will become the most transformative period of your life. You have made a decision that most would never dare to make, a decision to take full control of your time, discipline, mindset, and execution. This commitment to 6 months of absolute focus and relentless action will craft you into the strongest, sharpest, most unstoppable version of yourself. So move with speed, purpose, and an intensity that compels success to materialize. The next 6 months are yours. When they conclude, the world will hardly recognize you because you will have transformed into the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. Now go, execute, and seize your destiny. As the dust settles on these 6 transformative months, take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey you've just completed. You will look back not just at what you've achieved, but at the person you have become, stronger, sharper, and unyielding in the face of adversity. The limits you once believed were real have crumbled, replaced by a profound understanding of your limitless potential. This is your moment to shine, to embrace your newfound confidence and the action-oriented mindset you've nurtured. Remember, this isn't just an end. It's the launch pad for all the extraordinary adventures ahead. So go forth with purpose and intensity, making every day count. The world is now yours to conquer, and nothing can stand in your way.